position, and you'll sleep at night and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
And welcome to Phil's Gang, Coast to Coast around the country, Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Okay, the market's up. We're 400 points. Everybody's excited. Why? The stimulus. It's always the stimulus. As long as they keep doing stimulus, we don't need profits. No, a company doesn't need to have a profit. A CEO doesn't have to worry about top-line sales or their margin. Is their margin better? CEOs used to sit there every day making sure their margins are getting bigger and bigger. Make sure they go out and buy their material for a lot less money so they can expand their margin. Get their costs down. Now they don't care. They don't care about top-line sales. They don't care if they have any sales at all. They don't care about their margins. Free cash flow used to be unbelievable. It's all they used to think about. How much free cash flow I have so I can go out and expand my business. Buy down my debt. Nobody cares about that either. It's all about one thing. Remember? In 2008, we started with QE. QE. Keep printing that money. Keep printing that money. Keep buying those treasuries. Drop those interest rates down. Take that zero interest rate and I'll give it to the banks. The banks then will load it to the companies. The companies then go buy their own shares. They drop those share prices, the amount of shares they had, rather, down. The less shares they had outstanding, the higher their stock price would go up, and they don't have to be making any money. They could be losing money. Matter of fact, 33% of the S&P companies were losing money, and their stocks were soaring. Here we are again today. Stocks moving up again on stimulus. This is insane. But as I told you in the last 2 weeks, I said, why aren't you in this market? This is the peak. This is the final peak. You've got to be in this market. This is where the market takes off on every crash. It happens every time. I don't know how to get this across. I'm trying. Matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, I now have 9 different segments. 9 segments. I put them out each Friday that identify every week what happened in the market, and I identify why we're getting closer and closer to a crash. I mean, it is amazing the amount of rally you can have here. Every market rallies going before the crash. Because remember, if you're JP Morgan, you're Goldman Sachs, you're Citi, you're Bank of America, you're one of the big boys. Remember who you represent. You represent the pension funds. You represent the school pension funds. You represent the police pension funds. You represent the nurses, the steel workers. You got to get them out of that market. So you got to get that market moving higher and higher to get them out. And then when that market starts moving, in comes the psychology. They got to make you feel good. So now all of a sudden we start getting people into the market that never been in the market. And they're jumping in left and right. The volume has doubled, the amount of people coming in. They think this is the time they're going to become millionaires. Because Barney tells them, buy on a dip, buy on a dip. As the big tech stocks keep dropping, they're going in and buying them. They think they're going to become millionaires. They have no clue that those big tech stocks aren't going to go up and sustain themselves. There's a whole rotation going on. You got to rotate like my members have done. We rotated out of Apple. We shorted Apple. It's now 19%. We have a 19% return for those members who shorted Apple. And instead, we bought oil. Got out of big tech and bought oil. Halliburton, which is up 28%. And we bought the bank, Citi, which is up 138%. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. We got rid of Netflix. Selling Netflix short. 15%. Went down 15%. Then we took the money from Netflix and rotated it into MPC, oil, up 21%. Bank, COF, up 12%. We shorted Tesla, 30% gain on Tesla, shorting Tesla. We then bought two stocks nobody wanted. Nobody wanted these stocks. AT&T and Verizon. It's called dog stocks. Who wants those? Those are no good. Really? In the last couple of days, we're up 5% on both of those. All these stocks, since 2013, these big tech stocks have been driving this entire market. It's over for them. My God, the valuations are insane. 40 times? Are you kidding? These PE ratios are nuts. Look at Tesla. Insane. Tesla's a joke and a half. I mean, think about Tesla. It makes no sense what they're getting for their stock. It makes no sense at all. Tesla is the perfect example of how crazy this market has gotten. How crazy it's gotten. It's nuts. Nuts. The price on Tesla, people are buying Tesla like they thought it would just never come down. They thought it would never, ever come down again, ever. Think about it. Tesla, they're valued at $600 billion. They make just 500,000 cars a year. Think about that. Yet the entire global auto industry, including Mercedes, BMW, Jaguar, Toyota, Porsche, all of them, they produce 80 million cars a year. They produce 80 million cars a year and sell them, and they're worth $600 billion. How is it that Tesla, who only sells 500,000 cars instead of 80 million, is valued at the same? What are you, nuts? See, all you needed was to know Tesla when to get out. And that's what we do here at Phil's Gang. My color-coded chart told us to get out. And if you remember, I said on February 17th, I said to get out. I said, then in Tesla, take your profits at 3:57 p.m. on February 17, 2021, and you're going to love me for it. And Tesla's now down 30%. How did I know that? Because the color-coded chart, if I knew nothing about the comparison of how many cars Tesla sells compared to how many cars the rest of the aggregate of all the manufacturers around the world, if I didn't know that, I just had to look at my chart, and it turned red. Look what happened now. All those stocks we were making money with, the cruise lines, the airlines, we made a lot of money in those stocks, but nobody wanted them. The cruise lines, nobody wanted the cruise lines. Nobody wanted the airlines. Nobody wanted Las Vegas Sands, the casino. We bought those, but nobody wanted them. Just like we bought Verizon AT&T here a couple of days ago. Nobody wanted them. But we bought all those, and we bought the oils. Our oils were up, for heaven's sakes, 40, 50, 60%. And now, all of a sudden, everybody starts jumping into these things when they start going down. So now they're going down, but everybody's getting in, buying them, getting killed. 85% of people don't know when to get out of the market. They don't know how to select a stock. Do you think Wall Street is there to help you to select a stock? They're liars. Are you kidding? What are you, nuts? They're not there to help you. The other joke is, nor is our Congress. Remember, our Congress has a banking committee. They have a banking committee. And they're supposed to be responsible to us to make sure our country is on a sound footing. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get back. Join my gang, Phil's Gang. go to my homepage where it says Get Started. Free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Get on board an economy that is going to be in a boom for the next couple years.
Boom for the next couple of years. Answer this. Use some common sense. When Trump became president, before he became president, the stock market took off like wildfire because everybody was buying into the story. He's going to cut taxes. We were going to have all kinds of road construction, bridge rebuilding, infrastructure. They bought into the to get rid of Obamacare, or at least revise it, repeal it. Thank you. And those are stories. That's what drives the market. You buy into the future. You buy into the story. Today, it's a great example. Everybody's buying into the story of the stimulus. Now, here's what's going to happen. You've got to be prepared now to give a lot of this back, because everybody's been buying into the stimulus story that once they pass the 1.9 trillion, the economy would boom. Really? Well, let's see. None of the money is going to small startup businesses. That's the backbone of the country. Very little money, or hardly any at all, is going to business investment. That's what you need to have a booming economy. You have to put that money into business investment, because what drives your economy is not the stimulus. What drives the economy is productivity. If this money was be directed into productivity, that'd be great. Buying new equipment, machinery, production goes up, wages go up, savings go up, spending goes up, but that's not where the money's going. The money is going into mostly pork. Mostly all pork. Building a bridge in New York State going to nowhere. Thank God they got rid of Pelosi's high-speed rail from her neighborhood down to Silicon Valley. But you go through it, very little has anything to do with the economy. The money's going to states. Democratic states, to help them out, because all these Democratic states got in trouble during the summer. They allowed the destruction of their cities and states, the riots to go on, because they wanted to blame, as you know, they wanted to blame Trump. So that's why they didn't stop him. Now there's millions and millions and millions in damage. They got to fix it. They need money. The money's going to the wrong place. Obama did the same thing when he did his stimulus. The money went to the wrong place. When are people going to learn? That's not what drives it. You get these spurts. You get these spurts, and that's what we want right now as we are going in and getting closer and closer to a correction. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. You go. Don't take my word. Go back and look at all the crashes. See what happened. First they had the hope mode, then the optimism mode. Then once they got to the belief mode, and how could you not have hope, optimism, belief, and thrill when you hear all day long now all this stuff about how great things are? Get on board.
Get on board an economy that is going to be in a boom for the next...
Yeah, wow, get on board, man. Listen to this one.
Economy's going to be on fire.
Yeah, it's going to be on fire. So get in on the boom because the economy's going to be on fire. Varney, hey, you better buy in the dip.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Yeah, buy the big dip. Yeah, buy the big dip. Tesla, buy the dip in Tesla. Where? Where do you buy it, Varney? Don't just say buy the dip. Tell them exactly what number do they buy it. Where do they buy Tesla, Varney? Or your favorite stock, Microsoft. Where do they buy Microsoft? You say buy in the dip. I mean, I better not use the word, I'll be thrown off the air, but what a dip, you know the rest of it. I mean, unbelievable. This guy's, so let me ask you, Varney, should they bought, using you as a reference, then they should have bought the stock at $240. That was on the dip from $246. Well, if they did that, it would have dropped all the way down to a low of $232. So is that where they buy it? $232? Maybe that's where they buy. Whoops! They bought there. Guess what? Shame on you, Varney. It would have dropped even further. Now, if they bought it $227, is that the right place to buy it? Nope, that didn't work either. No, that didn't work because then it dropped all the way down to $224. So where do you buy it on the dip, Varney? What a dope. Buy on the dip. Don't you love that? They just buy on the dip. Okay, if you're Warren Buffett, you can buy on a dip and hold and hold and hold. You can throw $1 million, $2 million at it. This buy and hold never worked because people don't have sustaining power. I mean, 80% of the money in the stock market goes to 10% of the population. There's a reason that 80% of the money goes to just 10% of the population. 10% of our population control 80% of the gains. Very few people are in the stock market. Why? Because they don't have money for sustaining power. They don't have money to get in, never mind sustain. So when you tell someone to buy, Varney, or Microsoft, what are you going to do? How about Tesla? Where should they buy in a dip with Tesla, you dope? Where do you buy there? Please, Barney, tell us that great wisdom of yours. Where do you buy it? It's on fire. Oh, I see. When it dropped from 900 to 810, that was a buy. Wow, we should have bought right there. Well, wait a minute. It didn't drop to $710. Is that where we should have got in? With your wisdom? Now it's at 564. Should we get in now? Yeah, buying the dip, all right. He's a dip, all right. We'll be back. More on the dip.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1 percentile? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang as we are entering we already went through the hope mode, optimism mode, the belief mode. Now we're in the thrill mode. We must buy on the dip and buy on margin. Yes, soon we're going to be in the euphoria mode. This is unbelievable. Now, 85% of you will never make money in the stock market. You don't, because you don't know when to get out. You think these dopes are going to get you out at the right time when he says buy on the dip? And I'm being serious. Where? When Tesla dropped from $900 down to $800, should you have bought there? Most people did, because they listened to Varney. Well, then it went down again. It went down again from 800. Then it went down to 710. They bought there. They thought, it can't go any lower than this. Oh, it did. It went again. It went down to 619. Then it went down from 619. It went down to 650. I'm sorry, 690, it went down to 630. Then from 630, that sounded like a good buy. listening to Varney and the rest of the boys, then it dropped to 600. Oh, that has to be it. Now it's down to 570. You buy it now? The way you buy on dips is you got to know is the institutional money coming in. If you're going to listen to these people on CNBC, the fake business news network, whether it's CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, none of them care about you. They need you to get in and buy. They got to push the stock market up. Do you understand why? I can repeat this over and over, but it's huge. Who leads the stock market? Who drives the market? The biggest banks. Goldman Sachs, Citi, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan. And who do they represent? They represent all and the biggest pension funds in the country. They got to get them out. They can't hurt them. They got to make money. So they're going to get you out through the formula of hope. Hope.
Economy's going to be on fire.
Yeah, then they got to get you out. Then they want you to. They're going to get you all. Then they need some optimism.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that.
Yeah, there you go. So hope, optimism. Then you got to go to belief on this one.
I would say by the end of the year, you're probably looking at a dynamic where you're pretty darn close to full employment in the
How do you know that? How do you know you're pretty darn close? You're listen to it. Listen, you're pretty darn close.
I would say by the end of the year, you're probably looking at a dynamic where you're pretty darn close.
Pretty darn close. How does he know that? I'm pretty darn close towards my supper. I don't even know what the hell I'm having for supper. But this guy can tell you. This guy can tell you where to get back in? What are you, nuts? I worked for years in developing a chart that tells you when to get back in. Years. It took years to design this thing. Algorithms, the right algorithms to show you, okay, the institutional money's coming back in. If you bought Tesla, how do you think we knew to sell short? I told everybody on February 17th, I said, mark this down, 3 o'clock, get out. You'll love me for it. Get out. How did I know that? Because it turned from green to yellow, then red. Now it's still red. This has dropped over 30. Let me double check. Tesla has now dropped from $900 down to $540. 40%. We got in when it turned red at $810. And today it's at $571. We had a nice short. That's about a 30% drop. So if you're going to buy Tesla on a drop like this, on a dip, how do you know when to get in? You don't. Not unless you have a chart that has the algorithm to identify when is Bank of America coming back in, when is Goldman Sachs coming back in, when are they going to be buying for their pensions. You got to have Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Citi, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan. When all they come in, when all those come in, and they're like the herd. They're like a herd mentality. They all follow each other. And then on my chart, if it goes from red to yellow, gives you a little warning. Then it turns green. Then you get in. But you don't go into all your money. You start out slowly and then keep building it. Nobody's got the money to sit there and get into a stock at 780 and buy the dip. You don't have the money to sustain yourself. Look, let's talk about this. More lies. All this is one big lie. Investors love stimulus. That's what drives them. Who needs profits? Who needs earnings? Who needs top sales? We're not being told the truth. We're being told more lies than anything else. Debt does not increase economic growth. Let's put that down now. Debt does not increase economic growth. You can have, remember what stimulus is? It's future debt. We're going to have a booming economy, this guy says. It's going to be on fire when our debt is growing faster than our economy. How the hell can you have an economy go on fire when the debt of the economy is bigger than what the economy produces? Stimulus, that's how. Fake. Stimulus. Debt does not grow the economy. Debt is used to grow the stock market, and you got to be in the stock market when they're doing this kind of stuff you're seeing now. This is where you make money, because then you know when to get out. You just got to know when to get out. From 1989 to 2020, national debt has increased more than 800%. What are you, nuts? Don't tell me the debt's going up 800% and the economy can grow. It can't. The economy's not growing. Go back to 2008. The real economic growth has been 1.6% from 2008 to where we are today. Remember, each new spending program and each new tax cut, that adds to debt, and debt doesn't grow the economy. That's called budget deficits. This year, they'll have spent already $3.1 trillion more than they take in. What are you, nuts? And the economy's going to be on fire? No, the stock market's going to be on the fire. See, this is what they're doing. They're making you believe the stock market's the economy. Join my gang, free, for 10 days. Go to my homepage where it says Get Started. It's free. You see how this works. The end 10 days you don't want, fine. They lie and tell us spending and increasing the national debt is a good thing. They tell us it drives the economy. It's a bold-faced lie. Yes, okay, I'll admit in the short run it does. I'll admit that. When you borrow money, okay, and you're in debt, it drives the economy. But it's got to be paid back. It's got to be paid back. It's like a heroin addict. He shoots up here. He feels good. Yeah, his feeling good grows. Same thing as the economy grows. But he's going to have to pay it back. And the federal government has to pay it back. Okay, so the government goes out and they pay for defense equipment, health care, they billing, whatever they do. Oh, they hire some employees. Then they tell you these new employees are going to spend money, and wages are going to go up, and they're going to spend money on gasoline and groceries and new clothes, and boys, this economy just going to boom, boom. Well, wait a minute. I thought we had the best economy. We were told by the President, Trump, by Larry Kudlow, by Mnuchin, all the people, before, remember, in his first year, 4 years, it was the best economy ever. But our GDP growth was 2.9%. So how the hell are we going to go in the worst economy? We're going to go to 10, 11% like they're telling us. I'll tell you how when we get back. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1-900-020.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. you immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Remember last week and the week before I said to get on board? No, I didn't say get on board, but I said, look, take advantage of this market going up, because right before any crash, they rally it very hard. They have to. They have no choice. They got to rally it. You just got to know when to get out. And we'll let you know when to get out. If you're a gang member, you'll get out in time, believe me. And know this buying the dip. You'll know when to get back in. Never mind buying the dip. That's ridiculous. Anybody tells you buying the dip, have them point out exactly where. Rick DeVarney say, you told us to buy Microsoft. Tell me exactly where. Tell me, guarantee me it's going to go up from that point, Varney. Netflix. Here's a good example. It was setting up beautiful as a short. Had all the components for a short. So she's now down 16%. She just broke the 200-day moving average. 99.99% of the people that are listening to me have no idea what that means. That's okay. Because when you're a gang member, you don't have to know. Because we'll tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, when to run like hell. Every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio of stocks. We have one portfolio that has 5 stocks plus the spiders. That's 6. We've been in that for over almost 4 years now, more than 4 years now. And all you do every day at 2 o'clock, you go, and Steve, who's the head of our education department, posts a video on those 5 plus the spider. Tell you exactly what to do. And then he has a working investor group, stocks of ETFs and bonus stocks. Tells you exactly what to do. Like today, he was talking about Apple. And he was explaining to all the people that we have short what to do with Apple.
Apple, although it's pushing down right now, we want to take some profits in it as we're nearing the bottom down.
And it goes on and tells you why and how come and explains to you. That's all. A few minutes. That's all you got to know. You don't have to go to class, don't have to learn anything. Just follow what he tells you to do. And then all we ask is for our effort is to please help St. Jude. That's what we need, help at St. Jude. It's a research hospital. We need help. So we'll help you. We're reaching out to you. You just reach back to them. But Netflix is a great example, just like Tesla's a great example. Microsoft's a great example. Someone showed me where you buy into debt. That's the most ridiculous statement. Apple's closing on a low. Now, if Apple breaks, it's at 116. If it breaks the 200-day moving average, if it breaks, if Apple hits 112, that's where you want to be shorting it. That's where you want to be shorting it, and it's red. You never have to worry if you're in too long, or if you got to stay longer. You know, those days are gone. The color code technology works. Look, I've been doing this thing for over 51 years. Been on the earth for 75. I've been through all of this. Nobody's going to tell you where to buy in a dip. I do, because I designed a chart and it has the algorithm that identifies when the money is coming in. That means you're not buying on the dip, you're buying on strength. You're buying on strength. You're looking for the market to go down 400 or 500 points and Apple doesn't go down. How do you think we bought we bought all the casinos? We bought the casinos, we bought the cruise lines, we bought the airlines, we bought the banks when nobody wanted those, February and March of 2020. Everybody thought I was crazy, just like when I shorted Tesla. We bought. How did we know that? How do we know that? Because we could see. The algorithm showed us and told us that the selling was done. We knew. Because the institutions were coming back in. We weren't buying on any dip. We were buying on the fact that the Bank of America City and Wells Fargo and Bank of America, JP Morgan, they were buying stock for the unions. We could see it. Took a long time to develop that. Now, no way should you not be, you should be in this market. This is the part of the market, the peak of the market, as you head towards the crash, that you've got to be in. Because this is the area of the market, they do everything they can to rally. It's like shooting a fish in a barrel. But you got to know when to get out. We'll help you with that. You know, they always tell you, and I remember Obama, he put $8.3 trillion on the national debt, 70% increase. And the economy didn't grow. It didn't grow. He's the only president out of the 43 presidents before him that couldn't grow the economy by 3%. From the first president, Lincoln, to Obama was 198 years. He was the only president, 198 years, that put us into debt, more debt, caused more debt than all the other previous presidents together. How come the economy didn't grow? Because the money doesn't go to the right place. Just like the money now is not going to the right place. He did the same thing as Biden. Biden learned well from him. Pay off your buddies. Pay off the governors who took care of you, who supported you, who got you elected. Take care of that. Money doesn't go, all that money doesn't go to help the economy grow. The politicians don't care about the economy growing. What do they care? Most of them are already multimillionaires. The ones who are not, they're getting a nice pension. What do they care? What do they care? Obama caused more debt than all the others. It didn't work for Roosevelt, stimulus. He increased the national debt by 1,000%. It didn't work. It didn't work for him. Trump was the second largest contributor to national debt. He had $6.7 trillion. It didn't work for him either. The consequences of all this debt is killing our Social Security Trust Fund. We're going to run out of money, the baby boomers. There's a lot of consequences. Everybody makes it sound like, oh, we just do a stimulus, life's going to be wonderful. And here's what really gets me. Congress. They have the House and Senate Banking Committee. The chairperson, nut job, Maxine Waters. She's the chair. Can you imagine? Her responsibility is she's supposed to be protecting the consumers, their investments, and she's supposed to keep our economy on a sound footing. How does she keep the economy on a sound footing when she's not even sound? She's a nut job. She's supposed to focus on helping working families. She's supposed to be protecting our nation's economic security by keeping deficit spending down. And they're spending like this. Nobody cares as long as they run the market up. She's going to make money on the market going up, her and her husband. They always do. Just got to know when to get out. That's where we come in. They've been spending $8.5 billion a day, more than their tax income. So you're telling me that the market's going to be on fire? I mean, the economy, the market will be on fire. All they need to do is more what? Stimulus. Or more QE, more stock buybacks. But then comes the day that always happens. All that fake narrative from Maxine Waters and the fake Business News Network. Do not worry, our national debt is surpassing the size of our economy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, the Federal Reserve keeps providing the liquidity to expand our debt. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry that we're increasing the deficit. And don't worry about that. Doesn't matter. Everything's fine. Don't worry that it's all debt that's fueling the spending. That's okay. Don't worry about the debt. Don't worry about the inflation. We'll just say there isn't any. Then all that comes home to roost. And that's where you want to be, when that all comes home to roost. And then you're out. And then you switch your position to short. Look, I can't help Washington, okay? I can't do anything for you on that. But I can tell you one thing. We can help St. Jude together. I'll reach out to you to do that, okay? And then I'm going to reach back and make sure that if you get in the market when you're supposed to right now, that you're going to get out in time, and then you're going to make money on the way down. Go to my site. If you think I'm full of it, just go to my philsgang.com, go to the homepage, get started, click where it says get started. Everything's right there. And you got it for 10 days, and then you can make your own decision. Look, you can't have an economy with historic debt and no income. You can't keep on having the economy where the debt is growing further. All you need to know is let's ride the lies. Let's ride the wave. Let's ride all the lies. That's okay. We just get out in time, switch our position, and then we sell it short for our members. And you haven't even got to come to one class. See you on the charts, free for 10 days. Check it out.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.